YouTube, we're back. Man, no one's gonna be in here yet, so I'm gonna set up a looper, dude. What is up? I don't know if when I go up and down, it saves the videos to my page or not. But honestly, had a lot of success last time. Not as many tips up and down, but we got a lot of people in here, so I'm just gonna hang and jam for a little bit. I'm hanging. Man, I love that little going. What's up, y'all? What is up, you guys? Sean, what's up? Feels illegal to be here this early. What's up, Sean? I do love it. Man, I'm loving that tone, you guys. I'm rocking the DGT today. Went golfing this morning. I'm still in the golf shirt. I just threw on a hoodie. But what is up, you guys? What is up? Russ, what's up? Hey, he says, I want to get into some co-writing. I live in Huntsville. Any tips? Jake, I think I only do some co-writing. The best tip I think I could give you is that you just got to meet other people to write some songs. I'd try and find an open mic night somewhere around you. And go talk to some people that you like, you know. Find someone that played something you like and you were like, man, that'd be cool. And just go ask them about it, you know. I think just getting out and around other people that do it is probably the best way to start getting into it. That's how I got into it as a player, so writing I think would be the same. Ben, great to see you. You guys, I'm doing the up and down one again. I know it's a little different format. I really like the back camera landscape, but I got a lot more new people in going up and down because it's a lot of people on their phones, I think. So, hello, welcome if you're new, man. All right, Wildlife Finds. What type of guitar is that? Sounds awesome. Hey, thanks. This is a PRS DGT. It's a DGT. It's got, this color is called a McCarty Burst. It's not a 10 top or anything. It's just a standard top. And it's a red back. I think there I've been playing I got some drive on. I got a Tumnus, a Wampler Tumnus, and I'm playing on this neck pickup for that. That's that front pickup. Here's the middle pickups. Both of them. Here's that back pickup. Anyways, a little more drive. All right, what's up, you guys? Types of guitar. Leonard, what's up? Hey, thanks, Leonard. I appreciate you guys. Hey, Tim, I'd love to see you guys come to Hershey, Pennsylvania. You know what? I swear we were in Pennsylvania not too long ago. It might not have been Hershey, but we will come back. Robin, great to see you as always. 9 p.m. Saw the new PRS SC Custom 2408 quilt top in charcoal cherry. Immediately thought of you on stage with it. Hey, thanks, Joe. That's quite a mouthful of a name for a guitar, ain't it? Where you live? I'm in Nashville. Polash. What's your age? I'm 30. I'm in a band called Lanco. That's what I thought. Sounds beautiful. Hey, thanks. Xlandia. I'm doing good. We've got I golfed this morning and it's raining outside now, so I'm just kind of hanging. You know what feels like a rainy day jam to me? Cut that off. Something like this. Day one of reminding you to learn Texas-Sized Heartache by Joe Diffie. Okay, I don't know it. I need to learn it. Ben, thanks, Ben. I'm glad you guys enjoy it. Hey, I made a jam this week. Thanks for hosting, Tim. Oh, yeah, absolutely, Justice. Hey, welcome to it, you guys. Trying to get a guitar with nice humbucker pickups, but I've only saved up 165. Are there any good guitars I can get for that cheap? I don't know. To be completely honest with you, you probably got to start at about the 250 mark. Now, there's used ones somewhere, and I'll be honest, even 250 you're going to be getting like entry level, but there's good stuff. You could look at like a cheap Epiphone or a cheap Squire. Squire's not humbuckers. But I hate to say it, I would just keep saving a little bit more. Just keep saving. Just take a little bit more time. Hello from Ukraine. Hello. Hope you're doing okay. Hey, the first tip in the chat. Let me come down. Dick, great to see ya. Hey, thanks. Rick. Hey, thanks, you guys. I appreciate the tip, man. The first tip on the up and down. Dave, great to see you in here as always, man. I'm about to go. Just jamming a little bit, you guys. Jamming a little bit, you guys. Dick, Rick, thank you so much for the tip off the bat. Let me answer a couple more of you guys' questions. Okay, because I missed one here. Guitar is what I do to Guitar Center and just play it all the guitars in my budget. There will be one you like. That's a great tip, I think, Justice. I think that's a great thing. I wonder, let's see if, hold on just a second. I swore there was a way on here that I could, maybe not. Oh, I thought I could make the chat bigger on my phone for me to read. Normally I've got my whole stream set up, but I get a lot of new people on the front-facing thing because it's people on their phones. So I'm trying this again, but the font is so tiny. Okay. Hey, Olgun, I bought a PRS SE single cut with Bird's inlays, but modded with Wilkinson bridge, Seymour Duncan JB59, stainless steel frets, and Gothas tuners. Is that fine enough for bedroom guitarists like me? I think it's whatever you want, you know. Did you buy the PRS and then do all that just because you liked how the PRS body looked? That's a lot of work to do, but it is an SE. But I think it doesn't matter, man. You know, it's whatever you like. If you put that stuff in and you dig it, send it. Send it. Greetings from Greenland. Lovely DGT. Hey, thank you, Skill. Good to see ya. I commend you for giving the young lad the right advice regarding buying a guitar. Yeah, it's sad, but today, 165, like, you know, you just need a little bit more. You don't have to, I know I'm sitting here right now playing an expensive guitar. I do this for a living, right? And I work with this company. So you don't have to have a guitar like this to get good guitar sound. There's much cheaper guitars, but a little more expensive than 165 bucks, to be honest. Not crazy more expensive. You don't need to spend thousands of dollars. Well, Carolina Lind, nice. All that guitar. I've mainly been playing acoustic, starting to teach myself major and minor pentatonic scales, positions, hopefully. I can find a good electric for cheap. You absolutely can, you guys. It's just cheap on good electric is going to be between the $250 range to $500. That's what I would consider cheap. And I know that sounds like a lot. It's not as cheap as it used to be. And I understand that's not nothing. But that's where you're going to start. And here's another great tip. It's hard when you're beginning because you don't know as much about guitars, but it's great at looking at stuff used. The guitars that aren't PRSs are all used. I have new PRSs just because of my relationship with the company, but the other guitars I own are all used. Used is better. They're not like cars. They get better with time if they've been taken care of, and you can always get it set up and worked on. And I've gotten some steal of a deals. I've gotten some really good deals. So, okay, Jay Sounds here. How do you decide when to get your fret stress crown? Just fret. Oh God. Hey, can you guys still hear me? It froze. Oh, dang it. There we go. I fixed it. Okay. Sorry, you guys. How do you decide when to get your fret stress crown? Just fret buzz at the desired action? Or are there other negative factors in the feel with divots? It can affect the divots feel-wise. It can, if it's really bad, maybe break strings sometimes. Also, just your intonation is going to start going out. So if you're not playing professionally or whatever, and you just get it set up maybe once a year, just ask the luthier when you take it to get set up. If you feel like there's a problem, it's worth going in and asking. Most people won't charge you just to look at it and then decide whether you need work or not. That's what I would say, but make sure it's the right one. I agree with what Ben said. All guitar, yeah. Moving to Nashville in January. Congrats, Alejandro. Should I set up a home studio or book a studio? Depends on what you want to do. If you like recording stuff at home, don't be afraid to set up something at home. It might take you some extra time. So if you want to record off the bat, maybe you're booking some time in a studio. But either could be good. Studio time's expensive. Finding buddies to play on records at a certain level. I think there's a lot of cats that are new in town that will play just if you're friends with them on your record or something for free. But I'm at the point now where all my friends, all of them, are working musicians, and I just don't feel comfortable asking anybody to play on anything for free. They'll give me a discounted rate, but... Oh, okay, looper's not on. I'm going to loop that for a second. 3, 4. Also, that's just with the bell on. Okay. All right. I just bought a new guitar today, a Custom 24. Custom 24 is awesome. How do you like it? Doesn't really matter what I think of it, although I think they're great. Happy New Guitar Day. Yeah, man. It's once you get older and you're playing guitar, right? It's better than Christmas. It's better than Christmas. I'm about to get a dog. I'm real excited about the dog. In fact, we've already got the dog. Got to go pick it up from the breeder next week. Whole thing. And I'm excited. Can't wait. Can't wait to have a dog. Definitely getting a new guitar is more exciting. And I'm real excited about the dog. You know, there's just nothing more exciting than getting a new guitar, man. It's a whole thing. Used always, Ben, I agree. I'm all used. The only reason I have these new ones is because of the PRS thing. Otherwise, I'm only on the used market, man. It's better, I think. I'm working to get these, you know, broken in, which is going to take years, but I'm working on it. Jay Sounds, hey. Oh, I'm back. Okay, I'm way behind on your guys' comments. My bad, you guys. Let me scroll down real quick. Sorry if I missed a couple right here. Dude, Jason, how do you like that new Slash Gibson Les Paul? Very happy with my one, yeah. I feel like most people start learning caged with A and E. Any advice for moving beyond those? I'm still finding C difficult. Chris, great question. I'm happy to talk about this. I enjoy talking about this. So let's talk about it. I think you're right. Most people don't even realize they're doing cage systems when you learn your classic E shaped. That's an A major chord in E shape, right, guys? And then this is a D major chord in A shape. There's G shape. It slides right into G shape. So I'll give you my quick cage system rundown, right? And this is how I teach it. Which, hey, you know what? And I'll shamelessly plug myself right now. I've got a bunch of free time coming up. And I do lessons. I've done some lessons, I think, with some of you guys on here before. But if you're interested in lessons, you can email timhavenmusic@gmail.com. Or you can also shoot me a DM on Instagram, the same handle. And I talk about, I'm happy to work on this stuff. Improvising, breaking out of the pentatonic box. I've booked some lessons with people where we're talking about the live rig and sound and how to set up tones and stuff. So whatever you'd like, shameless plug, right? It's okay. You don't have to take a lesson, but I do $1 a minute. If you're asking about price, I do a 60-minute lesson at $1 a minute, which is pretty easy math, I think. But yeah, let me know, you guys. Anyways, okay, let me run through this cage system stuff. This is how I teach it. I like to start on E major. Now, caged is an acronym, C-A-G-E-D, right? I'm sorry, I'm about to just straight go into lesson mode. And I'll teach you guys just real quick how to run through this. C-A-G-E-D, right? And that stands for these open chord shapes. C-A-G-E-D. Now we're thinking all major. Right now, those are all just major chords. And I started teaching you just major chords. So there's a couple pillars to the cage thing. The first thing you want to do is be able to play those shapes. And there's only those 5 shapes, C, A, G, E, and D. There's just 5 of them, right? And the way I like to start is we start on E. And here's the end goal, and then I'll walk you through it. You're going to play E in each shape. So it's all an E major chord, but this is E in E shape, right? This is E in D shape, E in C shape, E in A shape, E in G shape, E in E shape, E in D shape, up here, E in C shape. It just keeps going. So the way I like to teach that is just starting on E, and it follows the caged spelling. So the order that they move up or down the neck, if you're going up the neck, just follows the spelling. So if we started on E, this is E and E shape, in caged, what letter comes after E? D, right? So we go from E and E shape, caged, so now we're on to D. The next shape is D you're looking for. Now here's how you find this shape if you don't know how to find this D shape. We know our E major. Now you're gonna play your D shape down here. Now you need to identify the roots in it. So here it's the open D string, and then it's under our ring finger on the B string, 3rd fret, right? Okay. Now, the way we're gonna do that is when you're playing down here, and this is how I teach people to find it on their own. That's a big thing with my lessons is like, I'm not always just doing reoccurring lessons with people, so I'm trying to give you the information it's that teach a man to fish idea, right? I'm trying to give you the info that you can work backwards and figure it out on your own later, instead of me saying we're gonna put it on the 3rd fret, the 2nd fret, the 2nd fret. That's just catching the fish for you, right? Okay. So when you're down here looking for this open shape, I want you to play it without your pointer finger, because the nut for these opened chords is your bar. The nut is your bar. So when we go to move these shapes up, our pointer finger does the work the nut does, right? I know I'm really getting in depth on here, but this is a lesson with me. This is what I'd sit if you were like, I want to learn the cage system. Here it is. So we're in E and E shape. Now we got to find E and D shape. We know here's our D, normal D major. We're going to play it without our pointer finger. And then I'm going to say, okay, this open D string is my root and the pinky is my root. So I want to move my pinky up. We're looking for an E major chord, a D-shaped E major chord. So now my pinky's there and my pointer finger is going to come down and grab what would have been the open D in the classic D shape. And now we've got this. And it's an E major chord. It's an E major chord. Now we're going to do the same thing with C. The next one's C. Here's my down here C. I play it like this, right? Okay, where's my root? It's under my pinky finger, so I need to move that finger up to an E note, which I know is here on the 7th fret of the A string. And then we're gonna put the rest of our hand down. So when I'm doing this, right, we don't have to bar, but when we come up here, you got to bar. So you were asking about the C-shaped chord, and it's just that. It's just you take your C shape down here, you're gonna move it up, and then you got a bar, and you got to bar the G and E string, right? That's what you got to bar. That C shape I use all day long. And these are the full cage system shapes, and they're just major chords. That's what I'm talking about. This is how you learn. So after that, cage, C, A. Next is A shape. Most of us know the A shape. Next one is the G shape. G's a little confusing. You never play the full G shape. You could play it to visualize it like this, and see. These are the G. If I slide it all the way down here and take my pointer finger off, it would be barring there, but you're never gonna do that. So a lot of times I omit it, and I'll play something like this where I'm going here, here. A lot of times I'll put the root or the 3rd just on the bottom like this. That's all that Hendrix stuff. Right, okay, G shape, and it starts over. Whoops, if I play right. So, just reiterate, cage system wise, you're just E and E shape. I'd say it out loud if you need to. E and E shape, E and D shape, E and C shape, E and A shape, E and G shape, E and E shape. It starts over. It goes up the neck. Starts over. There's a couple levels to that. There's a pentatonic scale. There's 5 pentatonic shapes. There's 5 major scale shapes, right? There's no coincidence. There's 5 cage shapes. They all correspond with one another. So, great one is this G shape is your classic first minor or major pentatonic that you learn. That I'm playing major there, right? I'm playing off my pinky, but it's normally that 1 4 1 3 1 3 1 3 1 4 1 4, right? The first one we all learn. That's the one that correlates with the G shape. Anyways, I'm getting off track, but my point is, you'd start learning just the shapes and being comfortable going, I know them all. Then you want to just identify the pentatonics that are with it. I mean, there's a bunch of things too. The other step is identifying the chord intervals. So once I know my pentatonic off this C shape, I can go. It's also chord intervals, and the chord intervals help when you go back and start trying to change them to minor chords. So in each one of those shapes too, I know I'm throwing a ton of info at you guys, but I'm really giving you like a free lesson. Which I don't care at all about. I love talking about this stuff, man. Okay. In each of those shapes, I know what I'm playing. I grab that D shape, I know I'm playing a 1/5, 1 major third. Here, 1 major third, 5, 1 major third, 1, 5 major third, 1, 5. You know, I think it's super helpful to, once you have those down, sit and work through and say those names out loud. Because what happens, like, let's go to this A shape. I know I'm playing a 1, the 5th, the 1, the major third, and the 5th up top. Okay? Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Now, with just a little bit of music theory, and this just takes a little bit, right? When we go to start making the minor shapes, instead of me saying, hey, here's a whole new set of shapes that are minor, we're just going to manipulate what you already know. I base everything just off the major stuff. And then you say, okay, the difference between a major chord and a minor chord is the major chord has the major third. The minor chord has the minor third. So if I'm playing 1, 5, 1, major third, and I want to make it a minor chord, I need to take that third and lower it a half step, which goes from our A major shape that you probably already know to that A minor shape that you probably already know. Now this is an E chord. It's A minor shape. I know that's confusing. That's just how it is. Anyway, so just me jamming right there, I know that's like, doesn't seem like it has to do with what I was just doing, but it is, just on a little bit higher level. But there, I'm thinking about those chord tones, you know. So that's a quick rundown. I know that's tons of info, way more than you asked, but I hope that kind of helps. Cage system is super powerful. It's how I base all my thinking off of everything. Just playing there, I'm thinking I'm going 6. There's a couple ways you can think about it. I think 6 to the 5 of. It's technically a dominant 3 in the key. If we're playing a minor, an E minor, right? We're in the key of G major. We're playing E minor. It's technically a dominant 3, but in that context, when I never play a G, I'm thinking 6 and then the 5 of 6. That's why I did that 2-5 move there. It's a great move, right? Okay, let me answer some questions, you guys. I really went off on one hell of a tangent there, didn't I? Hope someone found that interesting. At least gives you an idea of what to work on. I got 2 squires, one oldish Mem Strat, and I go to the Gibson website to Ugo 335 pick someday. I get that. I've always had a much harder time getting my timing right with a looper pedal. It's tough, Dave. I think that just takes a ton of practice. The looper pedal leaves no space no place for you to hide. Seriously. So I understand that. I want a PRS so badly. I understand, Labe. I was in that spot for a long time. Okay, I'm probably way down. G shape is E going to the left, and C shape is A going to the left. That's how I started linking them in my head. I think it's whatever for you works. Reading that, I don't understand it at all, but whatever works for you, it works. Okay. This is my second guitar. Previously, I had a very cheap Cort CR100 Les Paul style. It was good, not gonna lie. There's some great ones. Dave, what's up? It says Dave Mustaine. It's actually Dave. Watch him become a god. Huh. Okay. I think in terms of budget guitars, Epiphones. Okay, great. Yep. Start off with a Fender Acoustic, played live for hours. Hey, that a PRS? It is. This is a DGT. Sorry, you guys. I got so many comments that I was talking for so long, but yeah, that's what I've been trying to teach myself, playing each shape along the fretboard. That's exactly what you need, all-out guitar. That's exactly what you need. It takes some time, but it's great. What's another way to play D major on the neck? Are you saying the D major shape or the D major in general? Because the cage system stuff I was just talking about is all that, right? If we're starting on D, the next one's C. So you can play a D here, a D here, a D here, a D here, a D here. Here's a D. And then if you get a little more experience with that, you start breaking them into triads. Say, here's a D. Well, here's a D, here's a D, here's a D, here's a D, right? Here's a D power chord, here's a D major, here's a D major. Here's a D, 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 here's a D. It's all over. I know all that from the cage system stuff. So it starts with what I was talking about, you know, and you just got to learn it once, and it transfers to all the chords. You know, you got to start working. Once you start saying, okay, let's do D minor, you got to start thinking, okay, D minor there. This would be my D major, so D minor here. It's a weird shape, but you can just use these three. I don't know, we're playing some fun stuff today. Okay. Abe, hey, Mr. Abe, just wanted to say thank you for the video. Hey, thanks, man. It's my dream to be a full-time player, so I find your stuff really helpful and inspiring. Dude, best compliment I could get on here. I mean, serious, best compliment. I really appreciate that. Hey, Russ, you're right. Russ, yeah. You are right. It's B. So whenever I say the 5 of, I'm thinking kind of outside the key some. So if I'm going to E minor, normally the B in E minor or G major, because they're the same, right? If we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, our 3's the B. Normally that's minor. So when I think 5 of and I'm playing E major, I'm thinking I'm going to turn that B minor into a B dominant 7. And your ear knows that sound. Like your brain already knows it. You can hear it, you know? Like. That's like a song that's played on Broadway all day long. Mama's Broken Heart by Miranda Lambert. Anyways, okay, we're getting off on it. But the story and the sounds, favorite artists or bands, I came up learning all John Mayer stuff. So no doubt one of the biggest inspirations. But some stuff I've been listening to more recently, I should say people that inspired me more recently. Mateus Sato, tons of Robin Ford, man. Guthrie Trapp, Josh Smith, Joe Bonamassa. I can't even play all the quick stuff Bonamassa does. I just love the tones and the feels and the, you know, for me, it's not the quick stuff just because I'm not a very quick player, but it's the licks like on, or, you know, that I love that freaking. Or it's. I'm ready to go. Anyways, okay, got a little off the rails there, huh? I'll get there eventually. There's so much to learn. I love it. Absolutely. That's the beauty of it. We're all just trying to learn and get better, and you learn and get better and learn and get better, and you keep doing that, and then you die. I mean, it never stops. It never stops. I always say that. How do you break out of the minor pentatonic scale when soloing? Chase, great question. Here's my tips. Minor pentatonic. You're used to it. You know it. You feel good. You're going. You're used to it. You can play all that. Sometimes you need that stuff, so don't forget it, you know. Yeah, but there's a couple ways. One, I would turn those minor pentatonics, you know, into the minor scale, and honestly, the major scale. And I'm thinking of the major scale, since you're saying minor, you're just playing off the sixth. Now, there's a good chance that doesn't make sense to you. So what's a more practical initial way I could explain that? And I think some of it is I'd start trying to, even if you're not getting out of the minor pentatonic, I would recommend adding those two notes. So instead of going, you're going. I think that's great. Honestly, I do it for major too, because most of the time when you're playing minor pentatonic, you're probably actually just playing over a dominant seventh chord, and you're not getting the sounds that you just heard me playing out of that blues. You just heard me playing that. Right? Yours probably sounds more like, and I'm not saying just you. I'm just, if you're asking this question, think about it. You might be more like but that's great. That's just minor pentatonic. But you're missing this. You're missing the extra sounds. All that sweetness. You know. mixing major and minor pentatonics because we're playing over a dominant 7th chord most of the time for that. We're not just playing over a straight minor chord, you know, which adds all. So I would start trying to add those. It's just 2 extra notes. Just look up the major scale or the minor scale and notice what you're missing. But then also it's the chord tone. So here's a great example. Let's do a loop. Let's do a loop. And not that loop. All right, check this out. I'm gonna loop a song called I Don't Trust Myself with Loving You, John Mayer, the progression for it. It's A minor to C to F. Now you can play just A minor, C, F. I'm gonna do it up here, but same thing. 2, 3, 4. This is going to take just A minor pentatonic, but if you think about your chords and you're going A minor, C, F, when you know that full major scale, a good way to start making it sound better is just ending your phrase on the chord, on the root of the chord we're at. So A minor. So like if I was just going to do freaking A minor pentatonic and blast it, you'd be doing something like this. We're going. Right, that's like no phrasing, no timing, no soul, no nothing, you know. When you want to get the I know that's a bunch of random stuff. It wasn't all just what I was talking about. My point there is just trying to say, land it on a chord tone, you know? Okay, let me go down. I'm missing a bunch of comments. Layla, I haven't played Layla in a long time, dude. I don't even know if I That's it, isn't it? What chord does it go to? What chord does it go to, y'all? I know someone in the chat knows that. If you tell me, I'll play. That's it. Let's turn this other more driver. How that... We're really messing around. Okay. Visiting players, check out. Horace Gray. Yeah, I know who Horace Gray is. I've just seen him on YouTube, I think. I don't know Come As You Are. A lot about scales from John Mayer. No, absolutely. I agree. Me too. Real cute. Ha, thank you. Zach, what's up, Zach? Zach Thong. Jackie, AC, B flat. There it was. Thank you. Hello, Hendrix, Bold as Love. You know what? I don't think I remember Bold as Love, honestly, dude. Let's see. How'd it go? I can't remember. I could do low wing. I'm going to go. Anyways, there we go. Are you using your ear to know when chord change To know when chord changes to hit the chord tone. When jamming to a loop, I stay in the key and kind of zone out and go with what sounds good. Find it hard to track each chord. Yeah, so Russ, I'd pick an easy, and I did that for a lot of my beginning playing career. Exactly what you're doing, which is good because you're using your ear, and you're using your ear just to do exactly what you just said, Russ, right? You're picking out what sounds good, so that's good. But I did that for so long where I just knew the key and I wasn't paying any attention to the actual chord playing and I just play what sounded good. But to go to the next level, you have to know the chords that are being played. You've got to. You just got to. Aimlessly jamming, like, it'll help your ear some, but to go to the next level, there's just no way around about it. But pick a loop that has 2, 3 chords. You know, don't start with a big, long thing. Pick something easy and just remember it's going A minor, C, F. And then when you go to the F chord and it's about to go there, try and end the phrase on the way to it, end your phrase on the F note. You know, a great way to start is just ending a phrase on the root note of the chord you're on or like headed to. And I just start easy. But I get that. That's one of those things you just got to sit down and buckle up and think about it, you know, and pick something easy. Just pick a 2-note or a 2-chord jam and try and focus on just landing on a root of one of the chords when you go to it. You know, it's a great way to start easy. But I get it. I did that same thing for a long time. And when I moved to Nashville, I was incredibly far behind a bunch of other people because I was playing like that for so long. So it took me years of having to be like, okay, I've got to like think about. And now when I'm improvising or anything, even if I'm sitting here just randomly playing, I'm never not thinking of like, okay, if we're going to, I'm going to go to the 4 chord. It's never just aimless notes on here. And that's why I can sit, listen. So that's why when I'm sitting and just jamming, you can hear it. You can hear it. So I was doing that super major basic sound in C thing of it. Let's start in E actually. Look, so I'll just noodle in E. My point there in saying thinking about the chords and being able to do that is that there I'm just making something up. I had a little bit of a rhythm, kind of, but it's loose. I didn't even have a consistent progression, but you could hear when I went to the 4 chord, even though nothing's playing behind me, you could hear when I went to that 5 chord. At one point I went to the 2 chord. And we go to the 5 chord. Let's go to the 5 chord. We take it back to 1. We took it home, right? So I know that takes some time. But yep, just I'd pick an easy one, and roll with it. Okay, Jay Sounds, I really like the gig vlogs. How much instrument upkeep do you typically do on tour? How often do you change strings, picks, etc.? Hey, great question. A decent amount. You know, I'm always making sure the truss rod's straight. I'm very lucky to have, I've got great instruments that the truss rods stand really well in tune. I use elixir strings, so I get a lot of life out of them. Sometimes I'm going up to a month and a half, almost 2 months without changing them. Because I use elixir strings, and I don't have a string endorsement with them. I just started working with the Dunlop people, but it's a different story. What was I gonna say? So otherwise, it's just, you know, a few times a year, I've got to take him into a tech I have in town. He's not like my personal tech. He's just a luthier. Taking it into the guy that works on my guitars. And he'll intonate them if it needs intonating. He locked this bridge down for me earlier. These bridges normally come floating, and I have it completely flush on the body. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe you can. This is a killer guitar, man. This is like my child. Great question. So I'm doing regular maintenance to make sure they're always working, and if something goes wrong, I'm taking it in unless it's an easy fix for me. But strings, I change them less than you'd probably guess, but that's because I use elixirs, and they're expensive. I can't be changing them every week, so they last a long time. There's a big check, like little crack mark right in up here. I don't know if you guys can even see this. I'm really starting to get, this guitar's just being traveled with a lot, so there's a bunch. I'll never sell this instrument in my entire life, but if I were to go resell it, these already would be a bunch of things that would knock down the price, which is sick, man. I got a good scratch there. I wonder if you guys could see that. See if we can get a good, it's obviously not. There you go. You can kind of see it by the back plate. Oh, it's definitely got a little bit of wear and tear. There's a good little dent back here. Oh, there's some more. Yeah, it's getting chipped. I got a right here. Oh, you can't even see it with the light. There's a little chip out right there. That's what happens, man. Take these things out and use them. It doesn't just break super easy, you know. They're strong. Obviously, if it got crushed hard on the neck or something, the neck's gonna break. But, you know, can't own this stuff and not play it. I've taken this thing all over the U.S. already. I've only had it a year. Anyways, okay. I hope that helped, Russ, some. I hope that helped. Ciano, good to see you. Absolutely. I've got a video coming up tomorrow. I'm going to put up a video, and I think I'm going to do it just about get my tone live and how I use my pedal board and whatnot just here. And then this weekend we're going to Irving, Texas, and I'll be doing a gig vlog. So I'll take y'all along. We'll go out and have some fun, huh? How about that? Hey, thanks, Jay. Jay Sounds. Jacob, this is awesome. This would have been super helpful had I just started learning guitar. I am a saxophone player, but I love playing guitar. It's awesome, Jacob. I'm glad it helps. Adrian, what kind of picks do I use? Okay, good question. I just switched. I've always been a Fender medium player, and I play on the shoulder. So I play on the shoulder of the pick, not the point. So I use it like this, you know, instead of the point. Doesn't matter, but I just switched to these. And I'm about to get some custom ones. They're going to say Lanco on it. It's going to have my signature on the back and then at Tim Avon Music. About to get some custom ones. But this is what I got. Flow. I realized that that's written backwards on there, and I'm sorry for that. But there are these Dunlop flows. I really like, since I play on the shoulder, it's just got the tiniest kind of point. I love it. I love how it feels, man. And the .73 is like a good thickness for me. It also just stays in my hand good. I like the material. It's really good. I just switched to these. I've got a ton of them. I've got some other ones too. These are the green ones that these go up to, these are 0.8 millimeters. This is 0.73, and these are good right now on acoustic. I do enjoy these, but I'm all about these yellow ones on electric. I just switched. I haven't switched picks in a decade, and I just started playing these a lot more, and I really like it. So anyways, that's what I've got. Tortex are freaking amazing. Dunlops are good picks. I need to try some of those. Gator Grip ones, yeah. Just ordered a set of Flow after your last live. I love it, but it's a 1 millimeter for me. Hey, that's whatever you like. Really, did you? So you ordered these after seeing me. David said, go back and read some others. Oh, I see, David. You wrote a couple comments up here that I missed. Hey, Chris, also, you were asking about lessons. Are your lessons generally through Discord, FaceTime? I can do either. Both of those are the best. A lot of times it's FaceTime because people don't have Discord, but I'm a very active Discord member. In fact, if you have the membership on here, we've got a Discord for the Neva group. I just posted in there asking for people's opinions on some video ideas and stuff, and shoot me some ideas of things to shoot, what they want to hear and see. But I can do it through either. And like I said, if you're interested in a lesson, timavenmusic@gmail. And I'm happy to talk about any of the stuff I was on here talking about today, the cage system stuff, exploring more sounds, live sound. I booked one lesson with a great dude that just wanted to talk about potentially doing YouTube. And it was great. One of my most fun. We didn't play a single note of guitar. It had a lot of fun. But yeah, I'm happy to work on whatever I can with you, you know. If you're on here and interacting with me and listening when you play, you'll know if I can help you or not, right? And I kind of leave the floor open to you. Most of the time I ask initially just kind of, do you have an idea of what thing you might want to kind of focus on? Some people want to focus on a certain song or a part of a song. Some people have a concept they want to focus on. Some concepts are more broad than others, but I normally get a little bit of that beforehand. And then, you know, it's a quick kind of get to know you just a little bit and we start playing. So FaceTime or Discord works, and it's timaven@gmailmusic.com. Okay. Play Sweet Home Alabama. I will play you the intro for it. Now, the intro is played on a Strat. Strat in the out of phase position. Now that's with that coil split on the back pickup with the coil split out, right? Okay, anyways. All right, David, finally getting to yours. Why did you choose the guitar you are playing on? Have you changed pickups for your sound? Okay, great question, David. I originally had, and I'll explain this real quick. I originally bought a PRS. This is a DGT, okay? It's a PRS DGT. David Grissom Trem is what that stands for. So it's a signature model, but it outside of the John Mayer models, it's the most bought signature model, no doubt. And the longest running, I think, PRS signature model. I originally bought a CE, Classic Electric, still made in America, but bolt-on neck, the 8515 pickups. And I wanted one of these or a McCarty because I like these pickups a lot more. They're just fit my sound more. The other 8515s are just a little more modern sounding. It depends on what you play. And for what I play, these work better. I still use the CE and I use it for open E, but all that to say, I picked that, I bought that guitar. I played it as my main guitar for a couple years. And then when I joined the band that I'm in now, Lanco, I started talking with PRS. I signed a PRS artist deal. Then I was working with them on, okay, what instruments, what do I like about the CE? What could be better? So worked with them some. We landed on, I've got an SE Silver Sky over there, which I love playing. And then I've got this one, which is just honestly the CE. It's not just the CE. It's completely different, but it's a humbucking guitar. These humbuckers just like way more. It's only 22 frets. It's not the 24 frets. So these are spaced. What that really means is that these are spaced more, you know? And I feel like there's more of a sound difference between the two humbuckers. And the neck's a little chunkier. The CE sounds good, but I mean, it just doesn't, it's not even like comparable, you know? that's why I play this guitar. Now, I've got 5 guitars, and they're not all PRS. I've got 5 electric guitars. I've got a Tele, I've got 2 Strats, I've got this and a CE. And one of the Strats is the PRS John Mayer Strat. But that's why I do it. Now, also, I don't change pickups. I haven't changed pickups in any of them. But I tend to be the type of person that the guitar either sounds good or it doesn't to me. The only one I'd maybe change pickups in is that CE. Maybe we'll go to low churns in it, the McCarty pickups. But otherwise, if I don't like the pickups, I get a different guitar. So don't change them, especially this. These pickups you cannot buy. You can buy. I think the set maybe cost you $800 on a set of pickups from eBay. But that's because you can't buy these standalone. These only come in this model of guitar. In fact, PRS is so protective of these guitars that even as an artist, if I had a pickup problem and needed to replace it, I'd have to send this guitar to PRS for them to replace the pickup. They won't just send me a pickup to replace. They literally won't do that. So very protective of these pickups, but they sound awesome. So anyways, David, I hope that was a satisfactory answer. I really went off the rails there, huh? But Dunlops are good picks. Tortex are great. I love these, man, and I'm a new convert to this. Gator grip, yep. Just ordered a set. Okay, I'm back down to some of these other questions. Jackie, heck yeah, with the Olive. I love it. Where is Olive? Speaking of which, you guys, Olive's about to get a little friend. In fact, we've already bought the friend. I own a dog. It's just in Salt Lake City. It's not in Nashville. Going to get the dog, not this weekend. I'm in Texas this weekend. Next weekend. Going up, getting the dog. Really excited about it. Small dog, little Italian Greyhound, which I love. I'm a big fan. So, okay. Okay, Jacob. Oh, I do got a question. I tried setting the pickups on my Strat lower than normal to where I lost some volume, but I like the tone I got. Do you do anything special? I'll tell you what, Jacob, I haven't done anything to any of them. So I wouldn't know. But if you like the tone, I mean, you know, nothing's wrong with it. Have you ever played a Martin D45? I have. Jim, you know what? I can talk about this on here just because I think you guys would think it's a cool story. Please don't take it as like me being like, oh, look what I got to do or something. I just think you guys would think it's cool because I think it's really cool. I can't share a picture of it. I don't know that I can't share a picture of it, but I think out of respectful, I mean, I won't say like whose it is or whatnot, but I got to meet someone, actually someone I know, that has lots of guitars, like a really prolific guitar collection. Like a Bonamassa style thing. It's not Joe Bonamassa. But I believe it was a D45. I got to play a Martin guitar from, I think it was 1938, 1934 was one of them, that I think was a D45. And I got to play it for a little while. And it is a 101. They only made one this color with these appointments ever. And I was told it's the highest valued Martin. It's a $2 million guitar. And I got to play it for a little while. Really cool. It's crazy. It's the most expensive single object I've ever held. And in a good chance I ever will. I mean, when do you just hold to that much, you know? It's crazy. So really cool. I know that's like a little bit of, I think you guys would think that's cool. That's not me. I don't own that guitar, of course. But anyway, it's really cool. I wish I could share a picture of you with it, you guys, but I don't know that the owner wants that stuff out there, and I'm going to be respectful of that. Anyways, I've played normal D45s too. They're great. A normal D45 is a little out of my price range right now, so this other one was something special just to look at, let alone hold, let alone play. Favorite riff of all time, Josh? That's so hard, man. I don't know. AJ. What's up, AJ? Hey. Got the members in the house. I love it. Ed King was a beast. You're right. R.I.P. to Ed King, man. You know, he died, and I think he lived around Nashville, and they had sold, I think on consignment, a bunch of their guitars through a guitar store in Nashville called Carter's. And for a while, in a case there, it was for sale, but in a case, they had the Strat that he wrote the Sweet Home Alabama riff on. How crazy is that? I only ever just looked at it in a case. It was in the store. Anyone could look at it, but it's cool. I saw it. I think it's just a Sunburst Strat, I think. Yes, but I like the brow ones. Ultex, the material is called. Yep, I know what you're called. I don't know which. So check this out. Actually, I've got. Where's my? Oh, I gotta find my bag. This is what you're talking about. I went into the Dunlop thing, and I've got a rep there who was working with me, and we just got a bunch to try out. So this is what you're talking about. These Ultex ones. So I have a bunch of different Dunlop picks. And this material I like too. This one's more like a classic Fender medium. This one's lighter too. This is 0.6. So here I could do like a. Like it, but I'm getting used to that little point on this one, and I'm more accurate. Really like it. Anyways, okay. Just ordered a set of gloves. Okay, whoops, sorry you guys. I'm trying to. And you guys, I'm going to answer the last couple questions. Then I'm going to hop off. Any acoustic love? I do have my acoustic stand right here. I don't think it's tuned. While I answer these last couple questions, I'll strum a couple chords on the acoustic. Because you guys have been doing a killer live stream today, and I thank you for it. This has been great. Tons of people in here, tons of questions. This is the only acoustic guitar I own at the moment. This is a 2001 Martin 00015. And I don't know that it's in tune. I haven't played it in a minute. So on these, I kind of like the little bit heavier pick. You guys want to hear a different style thing? Ha! Okay, there's a little bit of acoustic love for you. I'm sorry I don't know No Sleep Till Brooklyn. So is it the neck or the body you like better for your sound? We'll both play into the factors. The neck's the glove, you know, and the body's the amplification, kind of. So both play just as much of a factor, but the neck's got to feel great. Dan, I'm sorry that I'm about to hop off when you're in here. Dan, I forgot to text you back, brother. I got time tomorrow. I also am around all next week. I'll send you a text. I'm from Russia. I don't know any Metallica, but... Satisfactory response. Great, David. I'm glad it was. Thanks for the story. Hey, I'm glad you guys thought that was cool. Did you miss the 10 gifted? Wait, Jackie, 10 gifted in this stream? No. Was there 10 gifted in this stream? No, there's no... Right? I scrolled all the way back. I'm not seeing 10 gifted in the stream. I don't see it, man. Hey, Thomas. Oh, hey, great question. Okay, hey, you guys. Treble bleed, not, if so, when? Hey, Thomas asked about the PRS event. Let me tell you guys about that real quick. Just went to the PRS artist party. We do this every year for the artists. It's my second year going. And this year, I got to go early with a small group of people. Like 4, 5, or 5 of us. And for an hour, hung out and met the man himself. Met Paul. This is what I can tell you about Paul. Any videos you've seen, watch an interview with Paul, it's exactly what he's like. He's no different. None at all. Very interesting guy. He's all you have to do to know what it's like to talk to him at all is just look up any interview. It is exactly the same. I mean, no, it's weird. I'd watched enough interviews just from being a guitar player for years and years, way before I even owned a PRS, that yeah, meeting him when he was so exactly the same, it was almost just like, oh, I already know him. But he was super nice. Came over, shook my hand before we started talking, and then he was like, hi, I'm Paul. I said, hey, Paul, I'm Tim. And he was showing us some stuff, some new stuff and whatnot, stuff that, like, I don't know if people know about or whatnot, so I won't risk saying it on here. But he was showing us stuff and talking about working on this and working on that, and I wish I could get into details with you guys. Maybe I could, but I don't know that I can, so I might as well not risk it. But, yeah, instant nerding out, talking about magnets and strings and brass, and, I mean, you know, it was and sat down, told some stories and stuff, and just was thankful for all of us being there. And it was great. Great little artist party. Bunch of friends there. I sat and hung out. I ate dinner, or cocktails. You know, it's cocktail hour thing. Dude, I had this, they had, like, specialty old-fashioned station. And I was drinking some, like buttered popcorn old-fashioned, but you never know it's actually buttered popcorn flavored, right? It's very subtle. It's not like a big sweet, but it was amazing. But then I got like hors d'oeuvres or whatever, just a small plate. I was sitting on the couch. Freaking John Bollinger was there. Came over, said what's up. I sat and ate with him and one of his friends, and one of our other friends, Nate, for a while. I saw a bunch of people. I met, I believe it's Luke, who's Post Malone's guitar player. Talked to him for quite a while. He was awesome. Tons of people there, dude. It was great. So the event was great. Really cool. I met the man himself. And, you know, yeah. He's exactly like he seems online. So if you've watched any interviews with him, you already know him. Hey, thanks for asking that question, Thomas. That's a great thing that I forgot to talk about. 10 by @AJ Stone. AJ, did you gift? Did I miss something, AJ? Enjoy. AJ, wait. Does it not? Maybe it doesn't show up on here. I'm using a new format. AJ, are you in here? Did you actually do that? Hey, David, hey, just subscribe to your channel. God bless you, young man. I look forward to your future adventures. Hey, thanks. Absolutely. I got more content coming, you guys. A lot more stuff. AJ, dude, if you're still in here and you did gift members, I don't see it in the chat, but if you did, I appreciate it. I'm normally not just looking on my phone like this. I normally have a whole setup on my computer. That's how I'm reading it. So if I missed it somehow, I'm so sorry, but welcome. In that case, I'll say, just in case, I'll do a members only. Just post after this. Has the link to our Discord. Join the Discord if you're a new member. Super out of tune. Okay, you guys, I'm going to say one last time, if you're interested in any lessons, reach out to me at Tim Avon Music on Instagram or timavenmusic@gmail.com. Happy to book something. I've been so busy, I've got a ton of time coming up. So going into next week, the week after, I'm around. So, all right, you guys, I'm going to call it there. Killer live stream today. Thank you for the tips. Thank you, AJ, for the 10 maybe. I can't see it on here, but I'm going to thank you anyways and just assume that's true. But I think that's it. So, all right, you guys. Until next time, everyone. Peace. Dude, you're the man, AJ. I swear, AJ has built it up. So, all right, you guys. I'll see you in the Discord for any of the new members. I'll make a post and get a link. Hey, also, any members that are in the Discord, post in there a video idea you want to see. I've already collected a couple, but I need more ideas. I'm running out of things that I can think of. So, send me some ideas. All right, you guys. I love you all. Till next time, peace.